Hello Lakers fan. If you are one of those who are always up to date with the news about our Lakers, then you need to pay attention to what is coming up on our Lakers news channel. I am preparing exclusive coverage on possible signings, rumors, interviews, and much more of our Lakers, and what I can say is that rumors are catching fire on social media, and you don't want to miss any information. So if you are a true Lakers and you don't want to miss the latest news, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications to receive everything firsthand. Let's get to today's news.
Austin Reaves turns down Lakers' contract extension, and here's why that's not a bad thing. In what initially seemed like a surprising move, Austin Reaves has reportedly declined a contract extension from the Los Angeles Lakers. According to LA Times reporter Dan Woik, the offer was made earlier this week and was worth approximately $89 million over 4 years, about $22 million per season. For most players, that kind of money would be hard to walk away from. But for Reaves, this decision isn't about dissatisfaction, it's about timing, strategy, and betting on himself. Reaves isn't saying goodbye, he's playing the long game. Let's clear the air, this isn't a sign of trouble between Reaves and the Lakers. Quite the opposite, actually. Sources say the relationship between the rising star and the franchise remains strong, and head coach J.J. Redick is fully committed to keeping Reaves in the team's long-term plans. The reason Reaves turned down the offer? It's simply the most the Lakers can offer under current NBA rules, based on his existing contract structure. Reaves knows that if he finishes out this season and declines his player option for 2026, he'll be eligible next summer to sign a much bigger deal, potentially up to $246.7 million over 5 years. And with the way he's been playing, he's worth every penny of it. The breakout season that changed everything. Since arriving in LA in 2021, Austin Reaves has gone from undrafted underdog to one of the Lakers' most reliable and versatile players. But it was the 2024-25 season that solidified his status as a cornerstone of the franchise. Under new head coach J.J. Redick, Reaves started 73 games and posted career highs across the board, including 35 minutes per game and an impressive 20.2 points per game. But things really took off after the Lakers' blockbuster mid-season trade that brought Luka Doncic to LA in exchange for Anthony Davis. In the 31 games following Doncic's arrival, Reaves elevated his game even further, averaging 22.6 points per game and thriving as a dynamic scoring and playmaking threat alongside the Slovenian superstar. Why this decision makes sense, for everyone. Reaves turning down the extension doesn't mean he's looking to leave LA. It means he's betting on continued growth, increased value, and an even bigger payday, without burning any bridges. From the Lakers' side, it's also a win. They've locked Reaves into a manageable contract through next season, and now have time to restructure the roster around Doncic and Reaves as their new foundational duo. They also retain bird rights, meaning they can outbid any team next summer when it's time to re-sign him. And for Reaves? The gamble could pay off massively. He's proven he can perform under pressure, take on a larger offensive role, and coexist with a superstar. All signs point toward an even bigger breakout next year, and when that happens, Reaves will be positioned to cash in at a franchise player level. A confident move from a player who's earned it. At first glance, declining nearly $90 million might raise eyebrows. But for a player like Reaves, smart, patient, and fully aware of his value, it's a calculated step towards something much bigger. He's not leaving Los Angeles. He's just making sure that when the time comes, he'll be rewarded as one of the pillars of its next era. A league-wide statement. By turning down the Lakers' extension offer, Austin Reaves didn't just make a financial move, he sent a message to the rest of the NBA. He's not just a role player anymore. He's not a fluke. He's a legitimate building block, one of the most efficient guards in the league, a clutch performer, and now a player with the confidence and leverage to shape his own future. Around the league, front offices have taken notice. Several executives, speaking anonymously, have acknowledged that Reaves is on track to become a near-max player if his trajectory continues. Teams that passed on him during the 2021 draft are now watching closely, quietly wondering if they'll get a shot at him in 2026 if the Lakers can't close the deal. But here's the catch, LA still holds the advantage. With bird rights in hand, the Lakers will have the ability to offer more years and more money than any competing team when Reaves hits free agency. And by all indications, Reaves wants to stay, but he wants to be paid accordingly, and he's earned the right to wait. The bigger picture, Reaves, Doncic, and the new Lakers identity. As wild as this offseason has already been, Reaves' decision actually adds clarity to the Lakers' future. With LeBron James nearing the twilight of his career, and Anthony Davis now gone, the identity of the team is shifting fast. Luka Doncic is the new centerpiece, and Reeves has emerged as the perfect backcourt complement. Unselfish, gritty, efficient, and unafraid of the moment. The front office, led by Rob Pelinka, now has a clear directive: build around Doncic and Reeves, and give them the support they need to make a serious run. That's why the Lakers are expected to be aggressive in free agency this summer, with reports already connecting them to versatile forwards and veteran shooters. The idea is clear: lean into the youth movement meets superstar dominance formula that's worked for teams like the Celtics and Nuggets. The fans are all in. LakersNation, known for its passionate and sometimes demanding energy, has responded with overwhelming support for Reeves. Social media was flooded with messages of admiration and trust. He's worth every penny. Pay the man next summer. Reeves is part of our future. This is just smart business. He bet on himself, and he's going to win. For a franchise that's long thrived on star power, it's refreshing to see a player like Reeves, humble, hardworking, and homegrown, become such a central figure in the team's plans. What comes next? In the short term, Reeves will enter the 2025-26 season on the final guaranteed year of his current deal, earning $13.9 million, a bargain by today's standards. After that, he'll likely decline his player option and become an unrestricted free agent, setting the stage for a massive payday. But between now and then, all eyes will be on how he continues to evolve. Can he maintain his scoring efficiency? Can he develop further as a playmaker next to Luka? Can he stay healthy through an 82-game season and a deep playoff run? If the answer to those questions is yes, then this moment, the decision to walk away from $89 million, will be remembered not as a risk, but as a defining move in a career that's just getting started. How much longer will Jeanie Buss lead the Lakers? Jeanie Buss has carried the weight of a legacy few could imagine. After stepping into the spotlight following the passing of her father, legendary Lakers owner Dr. Jeanie Buss, and navigating a very public power struggle with her siblings, Jeanie did what many doubted she could. She led the Lakers to an NBA title in 2020. But since that championship run, the franchise has struggled to find sustained success. Rumors have swirled for years about the possibility of Buss selling the team. And now, that speculation has turned into reality, at least in part. This week, Buss finalized a monumental $10 billion deal to sell a majority stake in the Lakers to Mark Walter, a longtime minority owner and respected figure in both the business and sports worlds. The move is set to bring a level of capital and infrastructure that the organization has never seen before. But here's what's key: Jeanie Buss isn't going anywhere, at least not yet. Jeanie Buss will stay in charge. For now. In an official statement released Wednesday, Buss confirmed the sale, but also made it clear she'll remain as governor and day-to-day decision-maker for the franchise, even as Walter prepares to take over majority control. According to The Athletic's Dan Woik, the plan is for Buss to stay in her current role for years, per sources familiar with the deal. That means even after the sale is finalized, likely in Q3 or Q4 of 2025, pending NBA approval, Jeanie will still be the face and voice of the Lakers front office. Initially, many assumed that Mark Walter would begin making sweeping changes as soon as the ink dried. But instead, he's choosing patience, allowing Jeanie the space to guide the transition on her terms. It's a move that shows trust, respect, and long-term vision. A quiet leader, a transitional era. While Buss has never been one to micromanage roster moves or basketball operations, her influence on the team's culture and overall direction remains significant. And that's unlikely to change, at least not immediately. Still, with Walter's increasing involvement and reputation as a no-nonsense executive with a winning mindset, many around the league are watching closely to see how this power dynamic evolves. Will Walter eventually reshape the Lakers' executive structure? Will Jeanie remain involved once the deal is fully complete? Those answers may come over time. For now, the message is clear: Buss will continue leading, and the Lakers will undergo a transition, not a takeover. Mark Walter believes in Jeanie Buss, and it's in writing. One thing is certain: Mark Walter isn't rushing this. Known for his strategic thinking and calm leadership, Walter has a proven track record across sports, from his ownership of the Dodgers to various investments in global franchises. He's made a conscious choice to keep Jeanie Buss in place, and it's not just a handshake agreement. The terms of her continued role are written into the deal, locking in her presence and leadership through the next phase of the Lakers' evolution. That vote of confidence says a lot. For fans who followed the team through its many highs and lows, it offers a measure of continuity, and perhaps a reminder that even during massive change, the Lakers are still honoring the legacy they were built on. What comes next will define the next era of Lakers basketball. And for now, Jeanie Buss will be right in the middle of it. A turning point for the Lakers and the NBA. This isn't just a business deal, it's the beginning of a new chapter in one of the NBA's most iconic franchises. The Lakers have always been more than just a basketball team. They're a global brand, a cultural institution, and a symbol of excellence, with 17 championships, a star-studded history, and a fan base that spans continents. So when someone like Mark Walter steps in with the resources to elevate the organization to new heights, the impact goes far beyond finances. Walter brings with him not just billions in capital, but also a track record of building sustainable winning sports franchises, most notably with the Los Angeles Dodgers, who have become a model of long-term success under his leadership. Now with the Lakers, the goal is similar: modernize the infrastructure, expand the global brand, and return to championship contention. But he's not doing it alone, and that's where Jeanie Buss' continued role becomes crucial. Jeanie's legacy, still being written. By remaining as team governor and face of the organization, Jeanie retains the opportunity to cement her legacy, not only as the first female owner to lead a team to an NBA title, but as the steady hand guiding the franchise through one of its most significant transitions in decades. She's respected in league circles for her loyalty, emotional intelligence, and people-first approach, all qualities that help maintain internal trust during turbulent periods. And while she hasn't always been the most aggressive decision-maker, Buss has often shown patience that pays off, most notably in her hiring of Rob Pelinka and the 2020 title that followed. Now, as she works alongside Walter, she has a chance to evolve her leadership style, take bold new steps, and build a structure that thrives well beyond her tenure. What this means for the Lakers' on-court future. While the business side of this deal is massive, the basketball implications are just as important. With Luka Doncic now the new face of the franchise, and Austin Reaves emerging as a legitimate second star, the Lakers have the foundation for a new era, but they'll need to make bold roster moves to contend in the brutal Western Conference. Walter's financial muscle could finally give the Lakers something they've lacked in recent years: modern facilities, world-class analytics departments, and the flexibility to outbid rivals in areas beyond the salary cap, from front office talent to medical and player development resources. Insiders expect that, once the ownership transfer is complete, Walter may look to upgrade or expand the team's front office, invest in cutting-edge sports science, and push the Lakers toward being a 21st-century powerhouse both on and off the court. That kind of behind-the-scenes innovation may not make headlines today, but it's how dynasties are built. A delicate balance, and a shared vision. The success of this transition will likely depend on the chemistry between Buss and Walter, two very different leaders now tied together by vision and legacy. Buss brings history, heart, and an emotional connection to the franchise few can match. Walter brings business savvy, deep pockets, and a commitment to sustained winning. If they align, the Lakers could be entering a golden age, blending tradition with transformation. But it won't be without growing pains. With so much change on the horizon, from ownership to roster structure, fans and media will be watching closely for signs of tension or turbulence. So far, though, the messaging has been unified, the strategy clear, and the potential sky high. What's next? The sale is expected to close in late 2025, pending formal NBA approval. Until then, Jeanie Buss remains in charge, and with free agency, trades, and a retooled coaching staff already in motion, her decisions over the next 12 to 18 months could shape the Lakers' identity for the next decade. Whether this moment becomes the launchpad for the Lakers' next dynasty, or just another transition in a storied but uneven decade, will depend on how this unique partnership unfolds. But for now, the purple and gold faithful can rest assured, the Lakers are no longer standing still, they're building something bold. Buss family and Mark Walter announce sale of majority stake in Lakers. A new chapter is beginning for one of the most storied franchises in sports. The Los Angeles Lakers officially announced that the Buss family has sold a controlling interest in the team to Mark Walter, CEO and chairman of TWG Global. Walter was already a minority owner in the franchise and is well known in the Los Angeles sports landscape as the controlling owner of both the Los Angeles Dodgers and the Los Angeles Sparks. With this acquisition, Walter now becomes one of the most powerful figures in sports ownership, not just in LA, but globally. His sports portfolio also includes stakes in the Billie Jean King Cup, the Cadillac Formula One team, and the Professional Women's Hockey League, a clear reflection of his commitment to innovation and growth across diverse sports platforms. This historic deal doesn't come cheap. According to recent reports, the Lakers were valued at a record-breaking $10 billion, making this one of the most expensive franchise transactions in sports history. From legacy to the future. The late Dr. Jeanie Buss purchased the Lakers in 1979 for just $67.5 million. Under his visionary leadership, and later that of his children, especially Jeanie Buss, the Lakers transformed into an international symbol of excellence and flair, winning 11 NBA championships and becoming the gold standard across all sports leagues. Jeanie Buss, who has served as the team's governor since 2013, shared heartfelt words about the transition. From the moment our father purchased the Lakers, our family has been devoted to delivering what Los Angeles deserves, a team that is committed to winning relentlessly, and doing so with passion and style, Jeanie said in a statement. Over the years, I've gotten to know Mark well and have come to deeply respect his values, which mirror our own. For the past 4 years, he's been an outstanding partner, and I'm excited to continue working alongside him to carry forward the extraordinary legacy of the Lakers. Walter shares his vision. Mark Walter echoed that sentiment, expressing admiration for what the Buss family has built over more than 4 decades. The Lakers have long been one of the most iconic franchises in all of sports, Walter said. Ever since Dr. Jeanie Buss bought the team in 1979, the Lakers have set the standard for greatness, generation after generation. That's why you can go anywhere in the world and see someone wearing the purple and gold. He continued, I have tremendous respect for what Dr. Buss, Jeanie, and the entire Buss family have created. I know how much this organization means to the people of Southern California and to fans around the world. I also deeply admire Jeanie's commitment to keeping the Lakers at the forefront of the NBA, and I'm excited to work with her to lead the team into a new era. What happens next? While the deal has been signed, the sale is expected to be finalized in the 3rd or 4th quarter of 2025, pending standard conditions, including NBA Board of Governors approval. Importantly, Jeanie Buss will remain in her leadership role, continuing as governor of the team and overseeing day-to-day operations in the immediate future. The press release confirmed she will still be involved in all major decisions, maintaining continuity as the franchise transitions into this next phase. While it's still unclear how long Jeanie will remain in this capacity, the message is clear: the Buss family isn't stepping away, they're evolving alongside the organization. The road ahead. This move signals more than just a transfer of ownership. It represents a powerful merging of tradition and vision. With Mark Walter's leadership and resources, combined with Jeanie Buss's deep understanding of the team's culture, the Lakers are entering a future where success is measured not only by championships but by innovation, stability, and global influence. For Lakers fans, this is a reason to be excited. The purple and gold are in good hands, and the dynasty is far from over. A legacy reinforced, not replaced. While many ownership changes across sports come with uncertainty or cultural shifts, this transition feels different. That's largely because Mark Walter isn't coming in to disrupt. He's stepping in to reinforce and expand upon a foundation that's already legendary. What's becoming clear is that this move is less about replacing the Buss legacy, and more about scaling it, with the financial firepower, infrastructure, and strategic mindset that Walter brings from his successful stewardship of the Dodgers. Industry insiders say Walter's involvement will allow the Lakers to modernize areas they've traditionally lagged behind in, such as analytics, sports science, and player development, areas where teams like the Warriors, Celtics, and Nuggets have surged ahead in recent years. The league reacts, quiet confidence and high expectations. Around the NBA, the reaction to Walter's majority purchase has been largely positive. League executives view him as a calculated long-term thinker, someone who values winning but also builds sustainable operations. An unnamed GM from a Western Conference rival told The Athletic, "This doesn't just help the Lakers. It pressures the rest of us." With Walter's structure, you can expect fewer leaks, smarter spending, and real patience, all rare in a big market like LA. Some even believe Walter's deeper involvement could be the final push the Lakers need to enter their next championship window, especially with Luka Doncic now in the fold and the team appearing more willing than ever to invest deeply in infrastructure and continuity. Strategic stability with Jeanie at the helm. What makes this transition uniquely smooth is Jeanie Buss's continued leadership. According to sources close to the organization, Walter has no intention of rushing or replacing her day-to-day involvement. In fact, He has expressed multiple times that her presence is essential to maintaining the team's identity and trust with fans and players. The plan for now is to allow Jeanie to continue steering basketball operations while Walter focuses on the business side, ensuring the Lakers become not just a competitive team but a global brand that's as advanced off the court as it is on it. This dual leadership model could become a case study for how legacy franchises manage succession and growth without alienating their culture or fan base. What's next for the Lakers? The short-term focus remains the same: build around Luka Doncic, maximize J.J. Redick's coaching potential, and reshape the supporting cast to create a deep, versatile playoff contender. But behind the scenes, big changes are already underway. Sources say the Lakers are investing in a major upgrade to their training and practice facilities, as well as expanding their international marketing and digital infrastructure, hinting at a push to grow the brand globally, especially in Europe and Asia. Additionally, there are whispers that the Lakers may pursue an elite-level president of basketball operations or general manager in the coming seasons, one with championship experience and a track record of long-term team building, possibly modeled after the Dodgers' front office approach. Final word: the dynasty evolves. In every era, the Lakers have redefined what greatness looks like. From the Showtime days of Magic and Kareem, to the Shaq and Kobe era, to the Kobe-led late 2000s championships, and now the LeBron AD years, evolution has always been part of their DNA. Now, with Mark Walter officially stepping into the driver's seat, the next era is taking shape. Backed by vision, capital, and culture, the Lakers aren't just preserving a legacy, they're preparing to elevate it. For fans, for players, and for the city of Los Angeles, the message is simple: the Lakers are all in.